So, how do you build your brand on LinkedIn? As a coach, a speaker, a trainer, someone who's trying to build an online business, do you even need to be there? Is it worth your time? Well, I will tell you this. Yes, it is. Building a brand on LinkedIn can open so many doors for you. And today I want to talk about some ways that I am building my brand on LinkedIn in 2025 and ways that you can build yours too. So if that is something you are interested in, you might want to keep watching. Well, hello, awesome people, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Marsha Lynn Hudson, your brand and marketing strategist, AI consultant, leadership coach. Now, on this channel, we give tips and tools on branding, marketing, content creation, and how you can grow your business online. So get that pen and paper because today I want to share with you how I grow my brand, my personal brand on LinkedIn. Now, if you're a coach or a speaker or a trainer, you're an entrepreneur trying to build an online business, you want to have a presence on LinkedIn. And so the first thing that I do is I wanted to make sure that as I got ready for the new year, I went over and did a brand assessment on my LinkedIn channel. And I looked at my profile to make sure it looks good. And it looks fine. It doesn't need to be perfect. You don't have to hire someone, but you want a nice profile with light coming in your face and let it be where it just kind of shows your personality. And then the second thing, as I was doing a brand assessment on my LinkedIn channel, I was looking at my headline of what do I do? Who do I help? And you want to make sure people know what do you do and who do you help. And then the third thing was my LinkedIn banner, which I want to make sure that I had that banner where, it just kind of gives some idea of who I am and what I'm about. So I have a book cover on my banner. I have a picture of me on my banner. And then I have my slogan on my banner. So my profile, my headline, it tells who I help, my banner that kind of gives some information, my slogan and who I am. Those three are very important. So I did an assessment to make sure they were up to date. And then I went through other parts of my LinkedIn channel. I went through my about and updated that. My about is not just about me. Your about is about how you help others and how you serve others and what you do for others. So I made sure my about section was not just all about me, but it was about what I do for my audience. And then I went through and looked at my featured section. If you have a regular page, a LinkedIn page, you have a featured section. And I looked at what can I put on my featured section so people can see what I feature. So in my LinkedIn page, I feature my YouTube channel so they can click and go there if they need to. I feature my speaking and training services. They can click on and see my speaker reel if they need to. Also in my featured section, I feature my LinkedIn article newsletter so they can subscribe there. So in the featured section, you could have several little places that you feature that you can send people to other places. Now, I also have my call to action in my LinkedIn bio where they can go and grab free branding resources. So you can also put a call to action custom link there in the bio. So how are we growing our brand on LinkedIn and how am I growing my brand on LinkedIn? Well, the first thing is to reassess and clean it up, especially if you hadn't worked on it, and just make sure everything's looking good, everything's working right. Then the next thing I want to do is I look at my posts. And as you know, if you know anything about me, I believe in posting. LinkedIn say you can post 3 to 5 times a week. I think 3 times a week is great, especially if your content speaks to your audience, whether it's inspirational, whether it's educational, whether it's from your journey, or whether it's, you're giving storytelling content. It's speaking to your audience challenges, their pain points, their struggles, and their desires. So when your content is speaking to your audience, your 3 times a week, you are building a great brand. Now, I use AI because, of course, I'm an AI certified consultant, and I know how to make AI sound like me, but AI doesn't come up with things without me. Okay. It doesn't replace me and it doesn't take over. I'm the superpower. You're the superpower. So I use AI to generate ideas. I use AI to refine my own thoughts. I use AI to help me with structure and tone and then things like that. And so I do use AI in my content to make sure that my content is speaking to my ideal audience. Plus, it helps save time. It helps me to be productive, and it keeps me consistent, because you have to be consistent if you want to build your brand on LinkedIn, because other people see you. You got professionals there, and they see you and they land on your page. And then the next thing I look at is I look at my connections. And I believe in making 5 to 10 to 15 new connections a week, but I look at those and I research those and I make sure that they align with my own business before I make connections. And I look at their profile, I look at their posts, I look at their page, and then I may send a connection and a message where it says, I found you on LinkedIn. I see we have this in common. Glad to connect. Hope you're having a great day. I'm not selling anything. I'm just making connections with the right people. And so I make connections with these people every week. And then another thing I do as I build my brand is I believe in DM, doing direct messaging, not bugging and people, but I will do some messaging. I do comments. I believe in commenting on other people's posts and making comments that mean something. I wouldn't just say that's a nice post, okay? I would say I like that post. It resonated with me because of whatever. And then I would go into a little detail. So my comments need to be like a small TED talk is what I like to say. And you can even comment on your own post, okay? And so I like to say comment on other people's posts, but be authentic, be real, don't down their comment, appreciate it, and then add to it. Why do you do that? Because their audience will see your comments and other people will see your comments. And if your comments are really good, then those people may go check you out and become a follower on your LinkedIn page. So comments are very important. DMing, making connections are very important. And you might say, well, Marsha, when do I have time to do this? I like to say devote 15 minutes, 2 to 3 days a week. To doing this, or 15 or 10 minutes, 2 or 3 days a week to commenting and checking comments to see if you've gotten any, and replying to comments and DMing. And that's just 5 to 10 to 15 people a week. You're going to realize that you are going to really grow a brand on LinkedIn. So what does all of that do for you? Because you're not wanting to just post and comment and DM. Well, what does it do for you? What it does is people start to see you as an authority. People start to relate to you. People start to resonate with you. You catch the attention of decision makers. And if you're like me as a speaker, a coach, a trainer, or maybe you've written a book, people start seeing you and they start really getting curious about, wow, what else does this person do? So they may go to your website, or they may go and download your lead magnet. And now you have a new person in your email, or they may go and check you out. Check your book out on Amazon. Now you have a person who purchased your book, or they may just be a great person to collaborate with and give you information or give you some referrals or tell you about some great things that are coming up. Many things happen when you grow your brand. It's not just about posting. It's about building that business. It's about even getting sales. It's about getting people to go to your YouTube channel, getting more subscribers. It's about getting people on your email. It's about meeting great people and exchanging ideas and collaborating with them. So it's so much more that you get. And then you may get the attention of really big decision makers and say, well, can you come do a training for us? Or can you do a virtual workshop for us? Or can you speak on our stage? And so you really open the door to so many other things besides just thinking, I have to post. Okay. Don't think I have to post. You need to think, I get to post. I get to build my brand. I get to build my business. I get to get in front of decision makers. And you learn so much about building this business and creating this life in this business that you love. love. And so now you can pick and choose who you want to work with as a client. You can say yes and you can say no. And you're not in the hustle and bustle and the grind anymore, because you've created this life and business that you know works well for you, where you can still have a life and not just a business, where you can enjoy life and you can travel, or you can, like me, hang out at Starbucks or hang out at Barnes and Noble and read and have a cup of coffee, things that I love, simple everyday thing. And when we talk about building this brand on LinkedIn, it's so important because LinkedIn has rebranded themselves. I'm a former college instructor, and I used to tell my students, post to LinkedIn, post your resumes, and look for jobs, where it's so much more than that now. I mean, LinkedIn has rebranded themselves. You can do video on LinkedIn. You can do all sorts of things to build that brand, meet the right people, get in front of decision makers, learn about trainings. It's just so many things that you can do. So this is how I'm building my brand on LinkedIn. And then you don't need to be overwhelmed. It takes you a few hours a week, 2 to 3 days a week, but being focused with your strategy. Focus with your strategy, reassessing your profile, reassessing how it looks, being consistent 2 to 3 days with your posts, speaking to your audience through your posts, whether it's entertaining or inspirational, or whether it's educational, storytelling, being you, being authentic. You don't need this big flowery language and all of these things. And so this is how you build a brand on LinkedIn, and it gets to be exciting. And then you can start doing LinkedIn articles once a week, or it can be once every 2 weeks, where you create a free newsletter, do LinkedIn articles. All of your people who are following you will see your LinkedIn article, and it even goes out to Google. Is there just so many opportunities to building this brand on LinkedIn, and it's so much more than just posting. And so you got to be motivated to keep it going, because it's not just going to happen overnight. You say, Marsha, I did that for 30 days and nothing happened, but something will happen. But you keep on for another 30 days, and then you keep on for Q1, and then you keep on for Q2, and then you keep on for Q3. You look up, it's been a year, and you've built a great brand. You've built a great community. You're getting business. You're building your business. You're growing your brand, and so many great things are happening. So don't forget that I always say the secret sauce to your success is not the algorithm. It's you. It's what you decide to do daily, small daily things. And it doesn't have to be every day. It's what you decide to do, and it's what you decide that you want for your life and your business. So don't forget to look down below in the link. I will put a free guide for my Build Your Brand kit that I've created. You can get that link in the description below. You can grab that free. Don't forget to become a subscriber, because we drop these great videos at least once a week. And as we get ready for a new year, I want you to keep your mindset in the right place, knowing that what you want for your business and your life, you can actually have it.